You know what nobody talks about before you have a business and make a business? That if you don't fix your emotional regulation or heal, you will lose money, you will lose clients. In fact, you will not even get them. You will chase them away. No one says, hey, before you register a business or make one, you might want to regulate your nervous system first, especially if you went through trauma or you went through a really difficult childhood or you were firstborn because you had to strive. And in business, like we all know, have you ever had that one person that is chasing you to date you and it's just really like they're just really actively trying to sell you something either in a store where you fully need help, but that one person is so eager to help you and chase you on and follow you? You don't want that. That is probably you when you're not healed. This is because how much money you earn and receive, the direct relationship on how you feel about money, treat money, and how you feel about yourself. And your relationship with your money is your relationship with yourself. Your money is where your heart is. Your heart is your treasure. So if you love spending money on food, that's what matters to you. But when you hate yourself, you don't spend money on food to punish yourself. When you hate yourself and you usually want to be frugal, you spend money on food because you hate yourself. Do you see that? That's why business owners have coaches that tell them, hey, I feel like destroying my business right now. Life's not right. And the coach say, don't do that. You're just upset right now. Like, you're right. See you next week. I feel like that all the time. I have moments, especially as a woman in your period, you feel like destroying everything. So you need people or you need a system. You need to understand yourself, which is a point we're going to talk about. That when you get to those moments, you're totally normal and human, but you need systems or need to regulate it, need to control it, not be under it. First point. Need to know yourself. Know when you're down and when you're more upset, and know that fact that you are down. This is metacognition, the ability to think about what you're thinking about, the ability to really actually see and describe and know what you're thinking and what you're feeling. That way you can separate it and put it according to place and operate without it controlling you. You need to be able to do that. You know more about Alex Hormozy than yourself. You know more about Beyonce and Taylor Swift than yourself. You don't even know what your good days. If I'm having a good day today, I should do more of this. I'm having a bad day today, but it's okay. I want to come under to this. I just need this and that, and I'll pull myself back up. This is the person who will help me. You need to know yourself, know your personality, know your values, know your energy levels, know what you like and don't like, know where you will not cross yourself. Because if you keep sabotaging on those things, they will catch up to you. Your business, your bank account is a reflection of you. Your life is a reflection in the mirror of who you are. And if you want to be triggered in all the places that you don't like about yourself and really see where you're kind of lacking and need more productivity and need more upgrading, or where you need more development, start a business. You will see how selfish you can be. You will see how prideful you are. You will see how really nervous you are. If you don't believe you're worth more, you act like you aren't. You say the price proudly, but meanwhile your energy and your emotions and your body is saying, I'm not really worth that. And people can smell and feel that. In fact, they'll think you're scamming them unless you are, which you shouldn't. You say the number, but your body language, your tone, and your energy is saying, don't buy from me. And energy does not lie. The people are not saying no to you. They're saying no to your energy. You're amazing. You're one of a kind. There's no replication. And that's the end of it. You need to accept where you are. Love where you are. Love has nothing to do with emotions. It's acceptance. It's knowledge. It's charity. Self-esteem and selling. Your self-esteem and self-worth determines how much you're willing to ask, how often, and to who, no matter what it takes. It determines how many no's you can walk through without it compromising or making you feel like it has something to do with you, because it doesn't. People are not rejecting you. They're rejecting your product because it's not for them or it's not the right time, unless your product sucks, which I'm sure it doesn't, unless you provide no value, which I'm sure you are, but they're saying no to what you're offering, and it's not a no to you. So if you have rejection sensitivity, Godspeed to my neurodivergent and spicy brain people on the spectrum, is you yourself are if you see and know that you are rejection sensitive, again, knowing yourself, you really need to push a little bit harder and work extra on that, and understand that you might have to do a lot more pain of hearing that no, and really becoming more immune to it, building tough skin, thick skin. That's what they call about thick skin in the business. When stuff happens, it does not phase you. This is not detachment. This is emotional regulation. This is insulation. Separate yourself from your identity and the role you're playing in your business. Does not mean you're not yourself in your business. It's just that stuff like acceptance, wanting them to accept you and stuff like that, it does not matter in here. This is business, your business self, your business archetype, your business personality, not your entire personality and who you are and what you stand for. It has nothing to do with what you're providing. You're a person, you're complex, you're beautiful, you're unique. Your business is a system. You're offering a product or a service or solution to a problem. The solution to a problem. Saying, here's my solution to your problem. I got you. Has nothing to do with how you are as a person in the world. Separate your personal identity from your professional output. When people reject your professional output, you might have some more professional development needed to require. This is one thing that blew my mind. They're not rejecting me because I'm a bad person or I'm not enough. They're rejecting my skill or my output. So I need to increase my skill and output. And sometimes that requires with me healing my emotional regulation, healing my identity, and recognizing my self-worth. It's a constant balance that you have to equalize. Sometimes people have way too much confidence and have no professional output. And people eventually find that out. Some people have a lot of professional output. They've got that on bar, hands on. You're skilled, you got this, but your confidence is so low. You need to balance that. So you need to focus more on that. You don't need any more advice on your business. You need more value. You need more coaching on yourself, on who you are and how worthy you are. You need to be reminded of how good you are, how much you deserve this, and how much you're ready for this. Do you understand? I used to literally cringe on the inside and die whenever I would tell my clients finally how much money I price on the value of my coaching. They would be ready to pay, but as I started, I'll say it slowly, I would nervous my eyes, and I'd be dreading, I'll be already ready for them to reject me because I've already rejected myself. I don't actually believe in the fact that I deserve to be here. I'm a great trainer, I'm a great coach. Meanwhile, they're already sold on it. And in fact, sometimes I'll push them away, or that person will believe in me so much, they'll want this so bad that they'll pay for it, but eventually I push them away because I'm just not, it's not that I wasn't good at what I was doing. I just didn't believe in myself, and I didn't believe in what I could do. That is very much possible. You need to believe in the price. You need to believe in yourself. You have to know the fact you're capable of it. And if you don't know you're capable, you need to build a library for yourself, a library of testimonials, screenshot them. And if you don't have them yourself, ask people to provide value for free. Remove that pressure and provide that value for free. Do business for free, just to build testimonials, to build capability for yourself and knowledge. And if you can't do it yourself, borrow from someone else. Ask to be under someone. Ask to maybe have for some referrals for a lesser price. This definitely helped me build more relationship and gave me the ability to talk to you like this confident. Business isn't about the logo or the brand or the metrics. It's about the version of you who can stand in rejection. Believe in your value and lead from peace. Heal that first, and your revenue will follow. Your bank account will reflect. Because sometimes you will get that money and you will blow it all. 90% of lotto winners go bankrupt within and under 3 to 5 years. Not because they had not enough money, but because their body and their life had to reflect who they were again, how they viewed themselves and how they felt. You getting more money and more business and more clients is not going to fix who you are. It's always going to equalize itself. Your life is constantly reflecting and aligning and adjusting to the reflection of how you see yourself, how you see money, how you see people. You cannot attract what you hate. If you hate money, you're not going to attract it. I'm so sorry. And you don't have to love money. Know its value. Know what it's a tool. Know what it does and what it can do, and respect it. And that's the way it solved a lot for me, because when you grow up sometimes, especially as somebody who loves God, culture sometimes convinces you of stuff. Especially growing up in a culture, whether you love God or not, or that kind of spiritual culture, you are taught that money is evil, or that you're convinced that it's bad to have a lot of money, or it's bad to take money, or it's bad to receive money, or it's bad for things to be priced at certain values. That does affect the way you think about money and the way you treat money in your life, especially when you're starting a business or even a side hustle, which is still a business. So you don't have to love money. You need to respect it, and you need to understand its purpose and its value. Just like you need to understand your purpose, understand and respect your value, especially when you struggle with loving yourself or having that self-worth. What helped for me is that I started to respect myself, understand my value, understand my worth and what I produced. And then eventually it helped me understand that I need to love myself more. You have to understand the productivity level. It's very bad business to hate yourself. It's very bad business to not find value in yourself. It's very bad business to not have good high self-worth and high self-esteem. That's very bad business. It's bad business not to respect money, understand its value, and respect what it does. It's bad for your business, and therefore it's bad for you. If it's bad for you, it's bad for your business. If it's bad for business, it's bad for you. You understand? Those things can be interchangeable and needs balancing. Signing up for a business is signing up for self-development, and it's ruthless. It exposes you. You feel like layers of yourself are being peeled off, like you're being reduced, but really it's just exposing you to things we don't really have to think about. For more help on your confidence and self-esteem and just really breaking those self-sabotaging things, I have a book right below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.